Welcome to WION Podcast.
Great to be diving in.
Today, we're looking at something really fascinating, peeking inside the brain, basically, to see what love actually looks like.
Yeah, it's research from Aalto University. They used fMRI, brain scans,
Right.
to map out brain activity for, well, all sorts of love.
Not just romantic love.
No, that was in there, but also love for friends, for your kids, even compassionate feelings for strangers, and pets, and nature, too.
Wow. Okay, so how did they measure that? Just ask people if they love their dog.
Not quite. They had participants imagine scenarios involving these different types of love
Oh.
while they were in the fMRI scanner, so they could see which parts of the brain lit up.
And did they see big differences? Like, is loving your child really different in the brain from loving your partner or friend?
Oh, absolutely. That was one of the clearest findings. Love for children, that triggered the most intense activity.
Really? Whereabouts in the brain?
Specifically in the reward system. It lit up much more strongly than for other types of close relationships.
Huh. That feels, I don't know, deeply wired, doesn't it? That parental instinct.
It seems to be reflected right there in the brain activity. Very powerful.
What about the other end of the scale? You mentioned love for strangers, like compassion.
Yeah, interestingly, that showed less activation, at least compared to the love for people you know well, your inner circle.
So the brain kind of prioritizes those close bonds.
It appears that way, yes.
Yeah.
The reward isn't quite as strong for strangers.
Okay. And nature. I know I feel something walking in a forest. Is that love?
Well, the brain certainly responded. Love for nature activated those reward areas too, and also visual areas.
Makes sense, seeing beauty.
Exactly. But what it didn't strongly activate were the specific social brain regions.
Ah, so it's a different flavor of connection, less interpersonal.
Precisely. Rewarding, visually engaging, but not social in the same way as connecting with a person or even a pet.
Okay, you mentioned pets. Tell me about that. Big difference there.
This was really quite something. They could actually see differences in brain activity, particularly in social cognition areas, between pet owners and non-owners.
Just based on thinking about animals.
Yes, they could statistically predict, just from the brain patterns in those areas, whether someone was likely a pet owner or not.
That's incredible. It really shows how deep that bond goes, doesn't it? It rewires things a bit.
It certainly suggests a unique neural signature for that human-animal bond.
So pulling it all together, love isn't just one thing in the brain.
Not at all. It's more like a spectrum. Different types, different intensities, activating, overlapping, but also distinct brain networks.
A whole map of love unfolding in our heads.
You could put it that way, yeah. It gives us a much richer picture of how we connect.
Definitely fascinating stuff. Makes you think about all the different ways love shows up in your own life. Stay tuned for more such intriguing stories to come.